I am Amrit Takal. I feel honored standing here to join you this evening to represent the voice of every children and youth from rural Nepal. 24 years ago, no one, neither my mother nor anyone from my village would have imagined me standing in this stage. Well, till this moment, some of them still don't. The power of education is beautiful, isn't it? A dream, a passion, a choice starts with education. We all know that. We all had access to it. Well, it was something different for me. I lost my father when I was 3 years old, raised by a single mother who knew only farming in rural Nepal. Surviving was our daily struggle and our only option. Going to school, getting a quality education seemed as distant as the stars. I never experienced a safe way, or you can call it road. Only 3 hours walk up and down the hill, crossing landslides, floods, and through the jungle. The option to give up was always there. But I didn't. Just like my mother, despite the poverty that gripped our families for generations, my mother refused to let it define our future. She had an unwavering belief that education one day would break that cycle of poverty. So rather than sending me back to the fields to work, she sent me to school. She gave me a different future, a future filled with prosperity, hope, and purpose. And then came another biggest tragedy. In 2015, my brother got into a very serious accident that left him wheelchair bound. It had a huge impact on my family, but it made me more determined to succeed. Even though my path to the education was not that easy, the education that I got and I received opened so many doors that I can dream a better life for me and my family. Not everyone has such an opportunity. Still, 244 million children all around the world are denied their chance for a better life. A chance to just go to school. For children like me in rural Nepal who have the potential to write their own destinies, access to education is a big wall. Most of us never get out of those 4 hills. Our possibilities are buried before we can even choose. Do you feel what I feel? I was one of those children living behind those 4 hills, but I was revived with one just decision from my mother and a chance to be educated. A boy from the village is now discovered and thrived. Education really is powerful, isn't it? I still remember clearly on May 17, 2018, at just 18 years of age, I decided to join UWS Nepal Teaching Fellowship officially. At the time, youths like me were flying abroad to explore and to secure a better future for themselves. I made a choice to give back to rural Nepal and support the next generation of children who were like me, still struggling to get the basic right to education. Those who are never looked upon are easily ignored. I felt the responsibility to empower them, and education was the only right gift. I joined because I, like all fellows, I believed in the vision of UWS that no child should be left behind from getting and equal and accessible quality education. I was placed in Songkhla district, high up in the Himalayas of Nepal, very far from my own home. Like my own village, electricity, internet, roads, there were never three things in the school called UWS Colony, the community that I was placed in. Almost 90% of families were still struggling to have daily hand-to-mouth, and only 1% from the entire community had graduated from the high school. I met 180 children who were, like me, yet to be discovered, but destined for a different future. So, what did we do at UWS? We made a choice not to ignore a single child. We stood by their side, we stood as their strength, and we tried to show them who they could be, no matter where they were. We ended the fear of children about school, education, and teachers. A child who never looked straight into the eyes of teachers started learning together, sitting together, playing together. Learning is lively with dance, music, games, songs, you name it. We did it. A child who never wanted to come to school, who never wanted to attend, they started to attend, enjoy, and they started to call their friends and yelling, telling that, I want to be this, I want to be that. Ladies and gentlemen, our libraries and our classrooms are the starting point for every children in our school to start to dream and beyond limitations. And be hopeful with the belief that with education they receive, they can be anything they want to be in the future. Last month, I got a call that left me in surprise and made me nostalgic also. It was a call from a student that I taught 6 years before when I joined the fellowship. When I first met him, I still clearly remember him telling me that I want to be the tractor driver like my father. It was his ultimate dream. But when he called me last month, he said he is now in the 3rd semester of civil engineering. UWS is building dreams, changing lives, creating future leaders and change makers. Today, standing here, I can proudly say that being at UWS, I regained my voice, my dream, my passion to be an entrepreneur, to transform rural Nepal. Like me, there are many of us, and trust me, there are many yet to come. I strongly believe that if a child can get a simple access to quality education with the work we are doing now, somewhere certainly a child like me from a UWS school will be presenting themselves at such a prestigious events like this. That day is not far, that day is about to come. So I challenge each one of you to show courage to join hands. Just imagine your one decision today for a child like me somewhere starts to give power to rewrite their own stories, discover them, and eventually transform their lives, families, and communities. The future can be a different reality for a child. It certainly will be a better one. Every contribution you make is an investment in building the future. Your one decision today is shaping hundreds of future. We, UWS, are taking action now. We are determined to make a difference. Are you with us? Thank you.